Okay. Well, either it works or it doesn't. I wonder if my, if having to... I doubt it. Like, it shouldn't make a difference. The fact that I have to play this game in full screen today because Windows decided it was just going to start showing the taskbar at the bottom. Even though it's never done that before. Anyway, I wonder if playing it in full screen instead of borderless windowed, is affecting it in some way. Like I said, it shouldn't. That doesn't make any sense. But, who fucking knows? I'm using the best kind now. Is it fixed? Interesting. That, I mean, if just taking the stream down and bringing it back up again fixes it, like, what? How does that make a difference? Yeah. Can never just have things be simple. Alright, so we upgraded our suppressed sniper rifle. I want to get the base facility started.
Plant expansion complete.
Oh. Okay. I think we had just had some that just finished. Alright, cool. I think I'll just keep my money for now. And we have...
select a mission.
We have one main mission here, and then it's time to dive into side ops.
OKB-0 has gone missing. We've been given the job of finding and extracting him. The target learned of XOF's plans to use vocal cord parasites and had hidden himself with the CIA's Mujahideen allies. But following Skullface's death, the Soviets retook OKB-0 and all contact with the target was lost. He may have tried to go back to OKB-0, but even Langley isn't sure what's going on. After all, they've never even learned of Skullface's plan. That's probably what they want to get out of the man once he's extracted. But we can't allow Langley to learn of the existence of the vocal cord parasites. That's why I want you to bring the target out, boss. Once we have him, we can report him dead and keep him on base. All contact with Langley is being conducted through a cutout. Our reputation should remain intact. As for the reward,
Electromagnetic
hands of the cutout.
net specialist.
All you have to do is get the job done. Just like always.
Rocket control. I kind of want both of those
Mission
dudes.
Accepted.
Alright, I guess it's the only one.
To Afghanistan.
Yep. Oh, wait, hang on. Can I upgrade Quiet's thing yet? How far away are we
Specify a project.
from this? 73 bond. Okay. Fine. Out of 80 required.
Please select a mission.
Alright, let's go.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Get you back on this. Oh. And we don't need this anymore.
Deploying.
Yes, the rocket launcher can take a break. Yeah, it costs like 700,000 or something, but we'll have plenty of money like just after this mission alone. Yeah, so we have to destroy another giant robot. Hey, little kitty. She loves it.
Find and extract the missing CIA agent. The target was laying low with the friendly Mujahideen during the vocal cord parasites incident. The man headed back to OKB-0 after the Soviets recaptured it. Check the target's VI on your iDroid.
Except you don't do anything. No, you don't. You don't advance diamond dogs in any way. Yeah, alright. I meant to change the music. A new chapter means new music, but I forgot. I'll have to do it next time.
Be careful down there, boss.
Hi, Quiet. How's it hanging?
Quiet.
Oh, interesting. We just know where he is?
Marker placed.
Oh, bye. Where the fuck did she go? Hang on.
Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated.
No need to go over there. Oh boy. Okay.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Oh yeah. Wait, how do I zoom in? Oh. Hello. Oh, this is so much better. Let's leave them alone.
The map
Actually.
has been updated.
Yeah, why don't you go to fucking town?
Begin cover fire.
God, she's just dropping all of them. It's so good. Drop them. This guy's no longer oh, you're a decoy, aren't you? No, you're not. You just don't care.
Guard post captured.
What are you aiming at? Oh.
Analysis.
There was a guy on a D-walker over there. Or I guess just a walker. Alright, well, I guess most of you guys are coming with me. Welcome to the team.
He's coming too.
She
Roger
is.
that.
Go.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
What are you even shooting at?
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
Talk.
Nope, not what I'm looking for.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Worthless. Alright, what were you shooting at? Did you knock out a dog?
He's coming too. Roger that.
She's jealous.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Seriously, what did she knock out over here? She did. She took out some coyotes or wolves. Or maybe they're just asleep? Quiet.
Stand down.
A little overzealous.
We know where to find the target. Check your iDroid.
Oh. What does that mean?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Don't have time for that. Oh, jeez.
Analysis complete.
I should have sniped him out of his fucking car. Missed. Oh, yeah. Take a look, friend. I hit you, right? Oh, he turned! Oh, there he goes. This one guy is just not concerned. Alright.
That takes care of the squad searching for the target.
Cover fire.
Now you just need to extract him.
Take you. Yeah. And this. And you. And this.
You gotta extract him.
You. You. And you. Make sure you're the guy we're after.
Analysis complete.
That's the target.
Help me.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, good.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone, boss.
Has been updated. Support helicopter requested.
Quiet.
Yeah. Handing them out. Whoop. Oh, those wolves are awake. All packs, this is CP. Yeah. Took fire from an unknown assailant.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at
Nope, they
LZ.
seem unconcerned. They don't want none of this.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
That was easy. I wonder if I got either of the dudes that were in the mission. You know, with those skills I was looking at. Oh, bye. I forget. Like a rocket steering sort of thing.
Development project
Oh, excellent.
being added.
Yeah,
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this
we're at
one,
80
boss.
bond with her. We're getting there.
Boss, the target filled us in on what's been going on. He betrayed the Soviets, passing information to Langley, but got scared after learning XOF used the vocal cord parasites. Then came feelings of guilt that his leak sent comrades to their deaths, and fear that America might deploy such a weapon itself. But in reality, XOF and Langley don't have a collaborative relationship, and Skullface was not working for America. Still, I can't blame the man for being afraid. After laying low with the Mujahideen, he tried to cut his ties with the US and return to the Soviet military. But along the way, someone came after him, and he was forced back into hiding. Could have been remnants of XOF looking to silence him. And you know the rest. He doesn't seem to know much about the parasites, but nevertheless, it'd be too dangerous to hand him over to Langley or the Soviets. We'll keep him here as originally planned.
Alright, so we did. Oh, we could have listened to. We could have been listening to some tapes. I forgot. Oh, that's cool. That's a thing you can do. Did I get any of the new dudes? Doesn't look like I did. No, you throw a grenade in the air and she shoots it to send it somewhere else. So, like, you can stealthily take down helicopters that way. Yeah, it's radical. Like, if you just position yourself right, like, you throw up a grenade and she shoots it, and, like, they don't know where that fucking came from because you didn't fire a rocket. You just threw a grenade. It's great.
Boss, come on back to base.
We need to play a cutscene. Oh, good. Nothing. That's it. That was it. No, Pequod, come back. Don't leave.
Boss, there's been an accident in the boys' quarters. A pile of steel pipes gave way and crushed one of the kids. The boy named Ralph. They tell me he died instantly. I'm sorry, boss. It's my fault. I should have been keeping an eye on him. I'll let you know if we learn something.
That's kind of fucked up, huh? Like, probably still better than being out in a war zone, I guess, but not a good lookout. Sometimes you can see Code Talker hanging out around here somewhere, but he doesn't seem to be out. So, not great.
Mission list updated.
Did we actually get a new one? No, we did
Please
not.
select a mission.
Yeah, see, there's no new story missions right now. I know I didn't find either of the dudes. Rocket control. Also, I think they finally start telling you what all the extra mission objectives are. Eliminate. Why would you? Anyway. Not that I'm going to go back and do those or anything. Alright, we can make Quiet's thing finally. We sure are.
Specify a project.
750k, good god. Yeah, let's go, how's our combat deployments looking here?
Please select a mission.
Oh, we can do more. Flashlights.
Unit dispatched.
Machine guns, shotguns, decoys.
Unit dispatched.
Alright. Oh, this one's a good one too. Oh, there's another one of these first. Alright, yeah, let's do that.
Please select a landing zone.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
I actually think that might put us close to the legendary Ibis one, so maybe we'll just do that while we're down here. I have to check the map.
The map has been updated.
Oh no, I'm wrong. The Ibis one is way over here. Okay. So many tapes. Oh boy. Alright, now we can listen to this one.
We've inoculated the staff with Walbachia to keep them from becoming
Because
symptomatic.
now we've finally beaten Skullface.
also contain the infection. How did this happen in the first place? It has to have been a Cypher spy within our ranks.
If this is so, then why the Kakongo strain? If their intent was to wipe you out,
Skullface said the remaining English parasite was close to the boss. If this latest strain was his doing, he wouldn't have tipped his hand.
it is possible someone brought eggs onto the base without knowing. Stuck to their shoes, clothing.
Well, that makes the most sense to me. And where did the eggs come from?
You mentioned that your boss visited Nzoya Badiopulu.
Sure, but his gear's disinfected immediately upon return.
Then he was not the carrier.
And not just the boss. All staff dispatched to high-risk regions were quarantined on the flight back. When the symptoms first appeared, we checked and disinfected all equipment used up to that point. Any and all prisoners, soldiers, materials, and animals extracted during missions were
That's
also
the target.
So,
I remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago.
What?
Bring him home, boss.
all over. Some were being held hostage at a mine.
Did I not hit him in
Then
the
there were
head?
the troublemakers at Wala Yamasa.
Wala Yamasa.
Yeah,
Their clothes, their things. Did you burn them?
they're just kids. We couldn't. And besides, not one of them's shown symptoms.
The parasites don't infect prepubescent hosts. Their vocal cords are not fully developed.
Well, if infection doesn't occur in children,
It is possible they carried eggs on their clothes, and the infection spread from them.
check the kid's stuff.
I doubt there is any trace left by now.
But if there is, some of those kids must be close to hitting puberty. How could we have missed this? The name Walla Yamasa
That's
got
not him at
a
all.
reaction from you. I'm guessing the Kakongo strain was released in that village.
Cypher used that region to experiment with vocal cord parasite transmission.
Where'd he go?
The Kakongo strain. The settlements around the refinery upstream of Walla Yamasa were the proving grounds. They would infect one villager, then record transmission speed. Dangerous work. If they failed to contain the infection, it would slip into the surrounding regions.
At which point the world found out about the parasites, making them useless as a weapon. Incredible they'd risk such a thing.
The test site was densely populated too. A terrible place for such experiments. No doubt, they thought burning everything would wipe away all traces. The settlements were covered in oil anyway. Who would wonder if one day they caught fire? And so it did. They burned it all, living and dead.
Those remains.
But they miscalculated. Transmission speed was far faster than anticipated. It may have been
Where
the
did he
temperature,
go? Oh, I hate
hygiene
these.
standards, or perhaps the parasites reacted quickly to Kikongo. Whatever the reason, nearly all villages were swiftly infected, and the settlements reduced to mounds of corpses. Making matters worse, the dry season was ending. When it came time to burn the village, the Moneni River had swelled. Many of the bodies were waterlogged.
Meaning they didn't burn completely.
The corpses still contained viable eggs,
Oh,
and the
it's
larvae
gone.
washed downstream. And when the people downstream drank that water,
That marked the end for Walla Yamasa.
I learned all of this at the mansion. I warned him of the risk.
Why is it
Eggs
telling me
getting
he's here?
And
We are prepared for any eventuality.
I get it. Putting the oil field back online. The oil leaks, saner. They planned to pollute the river, prevent the spread of infection. But the oil flow was stopped, and downstream the people of Masa Village started using the water again. The PF soldiers deployed at the village were locals, spoke Kikongo. They were infected, and the kids survived.
I've heard enough.
And who stopped the flow of oil?
Don't.
We did.
That confirms it. The source of the Kikongo strain infection was Masa Village. And the children.
Oh, where'd he go?
It is no one's fault. There is no blame to be cast.
That pass him?
Parasites. They were tested in other regions?
Their physiology requires that they be tested under varied conditions. Another test site was in Afghanistan.
So it was the parasites there.
Both the Pashto and Tajik languages.
Oh,
are
alright.
You gonna extract him?
It's gonna make me come back again.
Updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Oh, that's why.
Emmerich's finished development on that battle gear of his. Get back to Mother
Well,
Base.
after we got the guy, I mean, after we finished the side up, time passed, so it's time for another story event. It's a thing. That same pose again. Oh, okay. Is it floating? I'm sorry. Is that thing floating? Huh. And that's it. Cool. Good talk.
The battle here is
Oh. Whoops. Maybe he'll finish talking.
Boss, we need evidence to prove our
Well.
suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Basically, it's for all the hype they give it, it's not that exciting actually. You can only use it on combat deployments. Like you
Please
can't
select a mission.
use it in any way. You just send it out on these missions. Which, yeah, right? It's really disappointing, Fruit Fly.
Roger.
Oh, actually, sorry, Pequod.
Pequod, arriving shortly at
I actually have... There we go.
Please select
You have to go
a
to
delivery
deliver a
point.
photograph.
This is Pequod, on station at elude.
We do.
Welcome back, boss.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Is Pequod still back there?
What is it, Snake? Gallo Pinto! Amanda and I taught Cecile how to make it. She picked it up so fast. I was really surprised. I guess Parisians have cooking in the blood. Are Cecile and Amanda doing okay? I wonder why they haven't visited. Ugh. My head. It hurts.
I know Amanda, well, 9 years ago, was working in Cuba. I don't think we know where she is now. And I have no idea where Cecile went, actually. Alright, one of those missions finished.
Please select a mission.
Get these helmets out of here.
Unit dispatched.
Roger.
Hi, Quiet. Pretty sure now that our bond is at 80, she'll give us the full the full fan service, which I might as well show off for completion's sake. Yep. And yeah, should go take a shower. Hi, quiet.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Hang on, Pequod. Oh, right, that. Which is totally normal. It could definitely happen.
Pequod! On station at LZ!
It's basically the same routine she did when Ocelot was talking about her. But yeah. There's that. Miller wants us to go retrieve that AI pod that we saw when we first found Huey at that airfield. So we will go capture that bear eventually.
Boss, we need evidence to prove our suspicions about Emmerich. Head to the central base camp in Afghanistan and recover that AI pod. It's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Ooh. 200 common oh, for doing 10% of the side ops. Okay. Oh, definitely.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan.
Let's go.
Deploying.
In the database, located in the mother base menu of your iDroid data device. What a thing for that. iDroid data device. Yes, your futuristic space device.
The map has been updated.
Your Wolbachia stopped the infection all right.
Yeah.
But I still don't get it. How can a few bacteria change males?
The plain old codec that just
I know they're only bugs, but
uses the bones of your ear
Thing in the natural
and
world.
sub-vocal communication.
Nematodes are infected with Wolbachia.
but why?
They nest in the cell cytoplasm of the host, even in the egg cells, with the result that the offspring are born infected.
Mother-to-child transmission.
However, Wolbachia cannot nest in sperm because they do not have cytoplasm. So even a successful infection of a male ends after a single generation. This means the Wolbachia must resort to maximizing the population of infected females.
Sounds like an ethnic cleansing campaign on a tiny scale.
Gender change from male to female is their survival tactic.
So more females means more Wolbachia carriers, so it can keep thriving in the following generations. But the parasites in a human host are supposed to be a mating pair. If there's no male, there'll be no offspring at all. It's killing itself.
Slow down. This tactic is intended for environments where a single male can copulate with multiple females. Originally, the Wolbachia did not infect the vocal cord parasites. I created a mutated strain, modifying the Wolbachia so that it could infect monogamous pairs. The Wolbachia's greatest multiplying tactic, the male-to-female change, worked against itself in the monogamous parasites. Just as you said. Then, I performed repeated selection of Wolbachia strains until I achieved 100% certainty
What's a decoy?
of male-to-female conversion.
Creating female-female pairs, unable to reproduce.
And you say the Wolbachia affects the host of the host, that is, us, cutting off our means to reproduce?
It is almost certain. Of course, we will not turn female. After all, mammals possess no natural gender-changing function. But some Wolbachia strains can cause cytoplasmic incompatibility in the host.
Is that some cell deformity?
Put simply, it means the altered sperm of infected males kill the female's egg on contact.
And that's happened to us?
Yes. And yet, what occurs in humans is not just simple CI. To date, there are no cases of Wolbachia affecting humans. The fact that this strain causes this effect, is it the vocal cord parasite?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright, well. Calm down, buddy.
I do not know enough to say for sure.
So the parasite warps the host. Reminds me of what Skullface said.
It is the way of all organisms to create their own optimal environment. Just look at you and this base. Organisms that cannot do this are doomed to extinction. The difference with parasites
He's coming too. Roger that.
is one organism that creates a connection between life and life. Parasitism, symbiosis, or death.
You're not wearing a helmet, buddy.
This way, the host too is challenged to adapt.
So basically, the gist of that tape was that the cure they used to get rid of the vocal cord parasites also rendered everyone on Mother Base sterile. Well,
Emmerich
yep.
didn't go with depleted uranium for Sahelanthropus' armor because of its strength.
He had nukes in mind.
Exactly. It's meant to use its body as the fuel component for a nuclear weapon. Sahelanthropus uses built-in uranium enrichment archaea to melt its own body and extract uranium-235 from the depleted uranium in its armor. Those archaea perform the enrichment in an extremely short time. The concentration jumps by a factor of several hundred, from 0.2% to over 90%. The end
You know
result
what?
being highly enriched
Go to town.
weapons-grade uranium. Sahelanthropus' body itself becomes a nuclear bomb. Emmerich says if it were to self-destruct, the nuclear yield would be somewhere in the region of 15 kilotons. Since you need about 50 kilograms of highly enriched uranium to trigger a nuclear reaction, that would mean Sahelanthropus contains something like 23 tons of depleted uranium.
That's not very much.
No, it isn't. That's about what you'd expect to find in a main battle tank's armor. The point is, it can be transported anywhere, even use its conventional weaponry on the battlefield. And the international community will never suspect a thing.
You gonna extract him?
Oh, right, the sniper. What? Come on, man. Alright, well, do it this way. God damn it, dude. Yeah. Just get my arm back, and I'll take you down real quick. Oh, I should play another tape.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Received word from the R&D team and the transport team out of Afghanistan. They finished installing Sahelanthropus on the base. It's ours now.
All right. Don't let any of the staff touch that thing. Especially Emmerich.
Of course. That guy's crush on Sahelanthropus is beyond a joke. Guess he really wants to see his tech stand on its own two legs this time.
That's not gonna happen.
I know it. So you've got no plans to make it operational again?
Damn right.
Boss?
Yeah, that guy was
here's
very
for you.
rude.
Hear what?
What the hell do you want with that thing? The drive is busted. It's not like it has a nuke on board. Even if the metallic archaea could turn it into a nuclear weapon, all it can do is self-destruct. Sahelanthropus just isn't a weapon anymore. It'll draw unwanted attention without even being a deterrent.
I know.
The weapon's development strut sank 2 feet under that thing's weight. That's 1 year's drop in a single night.
You gotta extract him.
Put it on reinforcing the strut, but there's no guarantee it'll hold up if a storm hits.
I know that too.
Boss, why keep it?
I just want a really cool robot.
Us Diamond Dogs, we don't have a country to call home. That means we have no past, nothing to prove that we lived.
That's so
Everyone
wrong.
else threw it all away when we came here. Sahelanthropus is a symbol to show that the likes of us brought at least one crisis.
Yeah, Eli, definitely don't let Eli anywhere near that thing.
History.
Who?
So we can't just fade away.
It's of no practical use to us,
Analysis
but we
complete.
still need it.
A symbol of what we've done. I'm glad I sounded you out on this. Snake, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank you.
I don't need gratitude. I need security. Keep Emmerich away from that thing.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You said that the nuke skull face was...
He's
trying
coming
to
too.
spread around the world
Roger that.
With a failsafe. Something that could shut them down at will. His will.
Quite so. After all, he needed a guarantee that a buyer wouldn't simply turn the weapons back on him.
So how can they be stopped?
The criticality trigger, that is, the detonator, is a complete black box design. Any attempt to dismantle it causes it to melt in seconds.
Oh, god damn it. I was finally gonna get a hot shower. After 10 years.
AI pod launch confirmed. We'll pick it up. I wonder what kind of secrets are buried in it. I'll let you know if we learn something. Got a report from the intel team. Remember how the man on fire was crushed by Sahelanthropus? Well, the Soviets recovered his body. Could he really be dead? Boss, head for Yaha Ovu's supply outpost and secure the man on fire's body.
Jeez, they're just hitting us with all this stuff, huh?
And a thirst for revenge can turn a man into a demon and keep the dead alive. And this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just might be what's left of our old friend Logan.
Could be. Alright, can I finally play my tape now?
Remotely.
Precisely. The client simply presses a button. At that moment, the detonator begins transmission with a surveillance satellite. The satellite reports to him how the client is trying to use the nuke. If he does not object, the lock is disengaged.
But if it's a risk to him in any way,
The detonator melts down. The same is true if detonation does not occur within a preset time after the
You gotta extract him.
engaged. the nuke is rendered useless.
Who the hell would buy something with strings attached like that?
The client would never know until the moment they actually tried to use it. Most likely, he would have explained the time delay as the detonators needing time to activate. And he only intended to sell to technologically primitive groups in the first place.
Let me guess. He'd claim it was defective and offer a replacement. Shadier than a used car salesman.
Skullface shakes your hand like a friend, using the other to control you like a puppet. This is how he works.
I'm looking for a crate to get out of here with. Oh.
This is yellow cake that Cypher was having the PF's transport. Before we met you, the boss recovered it from a truck crossing the
There's
Savannah.
one.
Are there metallic archaea inside it?
Yes, the archaea metabolize uranium-235 to subsist. They must be stored inside yellow cake, or they cannot survive.
So those biological traces we took for impurities were actually the real cargo.
Of course, they are deactivated, so they do not trigger a sudden enrichment. They are like baker's yeast. Yet, they do gradually enrich the uranium as they feed.
Oh, I already had it on.
I imagine you detected weapons-grade traces.
Yeah, we did.
And the malachite that was loaded on the truck had traces of uranium in it, too. So that's the flower, huh? Skullface was gonna sell do-it-yourself nuke kits. The uranium-enriching archaea complete with the user's manual. And the
Later.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
DIY nukes. Just buy them on Etsy. Alright. So we have another important side up to go do this. So I guess we'll do that.
Select a landing zone.
Can't land there. Land up here.
Deploying.
Getting stuff done. Oh, it doesn't remember where I was? That's kind of annoying. I was in here somewhere.
This is yellow cake that Cypher was having the PF's transport. Before we met...
We did.
And the malachite that was loaded on the truck had traces of uranium in it, too.
Be careful down there, boss.
So that's the flower, huh? Skullface was gonna sell do-it-yourself nuke kits. The uranium-enriching archaea complete with the user's manual. And the ores with the uranium could be sourced by the client or provided by Cypher.
Even the trace amounts buried in common ores can be enriched to weapons-grade uranium by the metallic archaea. Proving that must have been the most important factor of the trials. That and the ability to successfully prevent detonation.
So if the amounts of uranium in the ores are low enough, they can get past any inspection. And you only need a tiny amount of the archaea to act as the yeast. No great challenge to smuggle that either. The first step towards saturating the world with nukes.
His plan. That was not my intention. My only goal in developing the metallic archaea was to save the neck.
Updated.
What made you think a tool for creating undetectable nuclear weapons would save your people?
After 70 years, the Dene reclaimed the Navajo nation from which we were banished. We bore all the hardships of poverty, but we were proud to live off the land we called our own. But in the moment the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, everything changed.
I don't get it.
The nuclear arms race between the US and the Soviet Union began with the end of the Second World War. Suddenly, there was a massive demand for uranium. And it was our ill fortune that the ground beneath the Navajo Nation was rich with uranium ore. The Black Ana government set up mine after mine, and many of the Dene worked them, never informed of any danger. Every day, they went to work with no protection. The slag was simply piled out in the open. When rain fell, uranium traces left behind would seep out, and when the ground dried, it was blown about as dust. Land and water
Get him.
were contaminated.
Drop him. No? Alright, I'll do it then.
Many of us became sick and died. That pain lives on to this day.
I had no idea.
Wanting more than anything to revive the land my forebears left to me, I was delighted upon discovering microbes that eat uranium. If they could be domesticated, I believed we could rid our land of uranium.
Were you successful?
No. The research called for funding on a colossal scale. But nobody was willing to invest with no prospect of a return.
And that's when Skullface showed up.
Correct. I can save you and your people. We share the same will. That is what he said to me. And I believed him. Black Ana forced me to abandon my uranium cleanup work and focus on nuclear weapons.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
All the Dene hostage. Today, the uranium mines within the reservation are finally closing
You
down.
gotta extract him.
It is simply less expensive now to source uranium overseas.
New victims, different places.
But uranium is a tactical resource. To rely on a foreign country for it is a difficult...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
He was in the perfect place to influence that decision.
He could have condemned your people to the mines forever.
The contamination comes not only from uranium. The fallout from the Nevada nuclear tests also settled on our lands. As if our fortune...
He's coming too. Roger that.
We are also downwinders. To save the Dene, I must complete my original research.
I will have it rough. Oh, whoop, whoop,
You
whoop.
gotta extract him.
Running a little too fast there. She's just dropping them.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, well. I mean, he had a horse in the hospital escape too. I mean, Big Boss can summon horse. Why can't the man on fire? I guess? Yeah. Well, guess I'll die. What? That's Volgan. It's the dude from Metal Gear Solid 3. No, that was a doorknob. Volgan was the electric dude. Kuwabara. Like the main villain of Metal Gear Solid 3. Electric dude, yep. Guess I'll die.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah, that was him. Also, smoother video. Is FTL just like shitting itself or what?
I barely recognize you, Colonel. Skullface used your thirst for revenge against Big Boss, did he?
Okay, it might finally be time to go catch a bear.
I've updated the mission list.
Or not.
We've received some new job
Nope,
offers.
there's a new main mission to do.
Details are on your iDroid. Roger.
Man, I wonder what's up with that.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Nope, we have another main mission to do. Cursed Legacy. Oh, this one. Alright.
I'm stationed at LZ.
Okay, so this takes place in the same area as Rescue Legendary Ibis. So I'm gonna do that first and then accept the main mission to do that.
Gaining altitude.
Okay. Jesus. Like, I have to assume that something changed on Mixer's end. Because it was fine before, now it's just bad constantly. It's lame. I don't know if you heard me say that.
Mission list updated.
Okay.
Development project has been added.
Sorry, what's that second thing? Excuse me?
Please specify a project.
What the fuck is... Oh, wait, it might be...
Please specify
Might be a D-Horse thing.
project.
Yes! Aww. It doesn't set our horse on fire. Boo. What was the other thing?
Please specify a project.
Like, the other thing it said I could make right now also interested me, but like, I got completely distracted by the Furicorn thing. Oh, the bandana, right. Oh, nice. That's still expensive. Alright, let's do some more combat deployments, and then we'll go do catch a bird.
Please select a mission.
Surveillance cameras, decoys, shotguns, machine guns, body armor. Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Unit dispatched.
And sniper rifles. Nope. Alright.
Unit dispatched.
Yeah, what's the point? Seriously. Oh, some extra money. Okay. Now I actually will, now that I have some breathing room, I will go make that bandana.
Please specify a project.
Oops. Alright.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Oh wait, no, I was
Mission
gonna do the
not
side up
accepted.
first. Because it's like in the same spot.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa.
That's too close? No, it's
Heading
not.
to Central Africa.
Okie dokie. Actually... Nope. DD to sniff out the bird will be handy. Pretty soon he'll be back for good. We've almost got quiet done.
Please select a mission.
Shields. Machine guns, shotguns. Mines. Oh, we do mines again? Yeah, let's get up out of here.
Unit dispatched.
Alright, DD. Where's the bird?
Good dog.
Find the bird, DD.
Sun will rise momentarily.
You're right there. Where's the bird? Oh.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
And where is it? Oh. Nope, not it.
Development complete.
Oh, nice. Oh.
That's the target.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Clouds approaching.
Hey, I'm gonna snipe this bird. Alright, now it's gonna not get caught. But even if I do, it doesn't particularly matter. I also have to get over there. God damn it. Oh. Did it. Alright. It yells as it goes. Should be used to this. Oh man, another cutscene? Yeah.
Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Time sure is passing. I don't know what this one is. Oh, kid related. Oh, this one.
Stay back. It's too dangerous. Hey. Back up, kid. I said no. You have to stay back. Some things can't be helped. Back to your quarters. What's going on?
Shabani. Mayaka 9 Kingoya. Shabani.
It's down there. Hey, the tank at the bottom is filled with chlorine disinfectant. One whiff and you'll suffocate.
Huh.
Don't even. How could you let it fall down there anyway?
Oh, he's just a kid. Oh, uh-huh. He didn't let it fall down there at all. Quiet.
go down there, and it is over. Boss! Hey! Listen to me! There is no way to recover the body.
Well, guess we don't have quiet anymore.
What kind of stunt was that? Trying to panic us?
She was. Oh. Oh, she's back. Hello, Kitty. You have returned. God, she's sizzling. Not great. Not how you want to describe a human being.
Look. Here.
Thanks, Quiet. Yeah, hopefully she's not dead. Kitty. Hi, Ryan.
Boss, about that AI pod you retrieved from Emmerich's research facility. Guess what we found inside? A corpse. Human.
Oh.
The pod maintained a low internal temperature the whole time, and very little outside air got in. That would have slowed down decomposition. Still, the remains were mostly skeletal. Estimated time of death is between 6 months and a year ago. We put the screws to Huey about it. Listen to the tape. Turns out it was the body of someone we knew very well.
Yeah, Kaz is like, is she trying to make us trust her so that we forget about Cypher? Kaz sees all the angles.
Please select a mission.
Okay,
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
you missed a few things today, Brian. Primarily, to reveal that the man on fire was actually Volgan, which may or may not have been a surprise.
Gaining altitude.
What a good kitty. Okay, well, I guess we have to take TD on this next mission. Oh, buddy. Yes.
Please specify a project.
A little bit. You can't, however, make the Hand of Jehudi, which is pretty great.
Please
missions.
select a mission.
Boss, research materials have been stolen from Code Talker's mansion.
A few,
The
yeah.
materials were packed into 2 containers and hidden in the jungle southwest of the mansion. You have to recover those containers. The pickup crew coming for those documents is none other than XOF. That's right. They're still active, even after Skullface's death. Now that he's no longer in charge, their original chain of command has been restored. Meaning if XOF gets those documents, Code Talker's research ends up in Cypher's hands. According to Code Talker, the research papers stored in that mansion account for over 50 years of study. The problem is the vocal cord parasites. If the papers documenting that research fall into Cypher's hands, they'll take another long, hard look at them. The ethnic cleansers we thought were history will become a reality. America, Zero, will have a weapon far more powerful than any nuke. Even worse, if this knowledge were to leak, the world, humanity, can't be entrusted with this kind of power. Recover the containers before the enemy extraction choppers arrive.
Heading to Central Africa.
Sure, let's go.
Deploying.
Okey. Oh my goodness.
Boss, Code Talker's research has been stolen. The research materials have been packed into 2 containers and hidden in the
Listen,
jungle
yeah,
southwest
you
of the mansion.
don't gotta give me any, like, fancy justification for stealing crates. I'll do it all day.
We have to find and retrieve those containers before they arrive. That area's being guarded by zero-risk security.
Oh, you guys say, hey, there's some crates over in this jungle.
If the
Go
choppers
get
take
'em.
off with the containers, that research will end up in Cypher's hands. That cannot be allowed to happen. One other thing, boss. We need a cargo-capable Fulton extraction device to recover the containers. Use your iDroid to order its development and have it dropped in.
So what were they doing in Nzoya Badia? That facility...
Did I just land on a
way down
sheep?
in Rose.
The abandoned factory Shabani was held in.
It is precisely as you guessed. Black Anna was coding languages into the vocal cord.
Oh, it's a donkey?
parasite.
Hang on, I don't have one of you.
They infected the subjects
Hang on.
with the parasites, then made an incision in the throat to expose the vocal cords. That allowed them to play recordings of a desired language directly to the parasites.
And the parasites
Boss,
learned the language.
looks like they're stepping up security around the targets. Watch yourself.
How a bunch of bugs had the brain power for it.
They don't. Do not judge them by human standards. They do not learn as a function of
Oh,
intellect.
landmine.
Then how do they do it? What language the parasites react to is coded into their genes. You could expose the Japanese strain to English for years, and it would never learn the language and react to it. The pronunciation...
Guards, they must know where the containers are. If you can just squeeze it out of them.
If only I had that hand of Jehudi I just started developing, this would be very easy.
Linguistically,
Alright,
the two are very close.
pretty sure there's one right
Yeah,
there.
they're both Ibero-Romance languages.
Even so, a Spanish language mating pair exposed to Portuguese will not copulate. Only when they hear
Man,
Spanish. Only then.
Alright, well, let's just do our
then
usual.
the majority of their offspring will be the same.
So it's a literal case of a mother tongue.
But if that's so, I don't see how the different strains can be created in the first place.
Well, among the many thousands of offspring, there may be just a few that react to Portuguese.
Visibility in the jungle isn't great. Watch out. You could run into the enemy at any time.
Playing the tapes helps to identify the mutant.
Feel the roots,
Those specimens are
the branches. Become one with the forest.
Oh no, I kicked my dog!
Forest is aware of the enemy's noise. You must be too.
repeating this process
I've updated the info on your iDroid. Take a look. The PF soldiers have no idea what's in those containers. Strictly a need-to-know basis. Our early warning radar still hasn't picked up the enemy choppers.
I'm sorry.
But it's only a matter of time before they arrive.
The generations, adapting them to languages from all over the world. Must have taken a hell of a lot of patience.
More like patience.
Nope.
Just how many
Haha, good pun, Kaz.
Something I still don't get.
You gotta extract him.
To tell which larvae will react to Portuguese, you'd have to let them develop and then...
Target extraction confirmed. That leaves one target to go. Take care of the next one.
There's no way you could do
Boss,
that.
our early warning radar just picked up the enemy choppers. We'll keep you informed of their ETA. Hurry up and extract the target.
You can't go firing on the XOF choppers. If we attack XOF now, it'll be a declaration of war against Cypher itself. That time will come, but it's not now.
Language. Shortly before hatching, larvae display markedly increased activity in reaction to particular language. The active eggs can be identified under a black light. So the eggs that react to Portuguese are selectively placed in the throats of subjects. So you see, narrowing down strains that react to the target language is an effective process. Though I'm sure that even so, many lost their lives to create the various strains.
Oh, I have to cross the bridge.
Taken against their will into
Well.
that.
No, you sit down and shut up.
There are two reasons for playing the tapes for the parasites. One, to isolate the eggs that respond to the target language. And two, to cause the specimens raised from the selected eggs to mate.
I get how the system works. But why do they respond to language before they even hatch? It's not like they can mate from inside an egg.
It is because the larvae learn the language before hatching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
You
us.
guys wearing a hard-ass helmet.
Parasites respond to is hard-coded into their genes, and that they don't have the brain power to actually learn a language. But then you say that the larvae at Nzoia Badia Bulu were learning the languages in the egg. Your story doesn't add up.
Your country is home to a unique songbird. The Japanese bush warbler.
Sure, what of it?
Boss, you don't have much time. Move it.
I'm in front of the crate. Relax.
Bush warbler can sing it perfectly at the start. As chicks, they can barely chirp at all. They must learn from their parents and
These guys are like fully armored. It's gonna be hard to get them with anything except the old rocket punch.
and attract females. So naturally,
Yeah, that was weird, huh?
there are individual differences in each bird's call. Though they start on the same footing, each bird is influenced by its teachers.
And the parasites are the same?
Like the birds, the parasites have a genetic predisposition
Oh, God damn it.
towards a particular language. But while in the egg, the larvae's ears are tweaked by listening to the voice of the host. This tweaking ensures that the grown parasites will react better to the host's speech.
He's coming too.
I might not get away with this.
Well,
They might shoot this down.
distinct regional differences.
All right.
Oh, they didn't.
Target extraction confirmed. We've avoided the worst possible outcome. Exfiltrate the area. Go ahead and call the chopper. You can also exfiltrate the mission area by land.
I know how to lead mission areas by now.
It will
Man.
encounter. This adaptive ability is what makes them so formidable.
I see. So a language requires selective breeding, but the parasites can learn dialects by themselves.
Of course, having the egg-stage larvae listen to the tapes in the factory was not meant to teach them. It was more important to use that trait of theirs to identify the mutated strains. As I mentioned earlier,
Is that really accurate enough to use as a weapon? You could wipe out a neighboring ethnic group by accident if their pronunciation is...
The enemies notice the targets are gone. They'll be looking for you.
I'm trying to
Hurry up
leave.
and exfiltrate the hot zone.
Can I really not? Oh, wait. Looks like I can cross right here.
they are
Alright, there we go.
His objective was not to exterminate any one ethnic group, but to render the world's lingua franca, English, inert.
Am I not out yet?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Found enemy. Where? Behind me? Oh yeah, who cares?
Support helicopter requested.
Do you? What if you sat down? Could you do that? Thank you. Thank you. Hello, puppy. I'm so sorry. Waiting to get out of here.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
We're fine.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
All right. Woof. Perfect. But yeah, we should have some free time now.
Reporting.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit.
I always forget he made that because it's so old.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The
Perfect
one and
stealth.
only.
Oh, fox sound even.
Boss, we got Code Talker's research materials back in one piece. The medical team has them under lock and key in the quarantine facility. The materials should help their research into the vocal cord parasites. Cypher won't be getting their hands on them now.
Oh. That's a good series of tapes. Oh, there's so many to listen to.
Code Talker examined everyone here. And one of us is infected. It's quiet. It's
Oh.
our cutting-edge MRI that finally revealed it. But we don't know what language strain it is. Get back to base. Time for her to talk. You know the room number. 101.
Oh, what? She just got out of a chlorine bath. Are we gonna torture her now? I guess we are. Okay. This seems unnecessary. Mash A, quiet. Yikes.
You ready to talk? Anything? Still living up to her name. How about you drop the act? Who infected you with a parasite? We can't let her talk. Put it back. All I want's a name.
Wait, do you want her to
I won't
talk or
keep
not?
anything. Tell me. Tell me! Your lungs have been barbecued. There's traces of rubbing alcohol in your alveoli. This was found adhered to your lungs, intact. A petal. White Star of Bethlehem. The hospital. Skullface sent you to Cyprus to kill Snake. You were burned inside and out. That should have been the end of it. But, all things considered, you look pretty damn healthy to me. We have Skullface to thank for that, right?
I was the only one capable of applying them to parasite therapy. Until he stole them from me.
Why are you here? Did Skullface send you? Or did you have your own score to settle with the boss?
See, if you remember, she was that assassin that was strangling us until that other guy set her on fire. Jesus, what is that?
Refreshing? Salt water.
Jesus.
She'll die.
His life isn't yours to take. Enough.
That's enough.
If she wanted to kill the boss, he'd already be dead.
For real.
Same goes for us. She's had plenty of chances. She can talk. She's not here to kill anyone. You're wasting your time. It doesn't matter why she's here. She works for you now. She's in love with the legend.
What makes you so sure?
I was the same way once.
What if she's a spy?
What if I'm a spy?
I mean, are you? Ocelot? Wouldn't be the first time.
Go on all day.
Yeah.
Boss.
Let her go. She won't speak so she can't spread the infection.
This was all very awkward for me, sir. No, sorry, they tortured you without my permission. Or maybe he did give permission. Big Boss is not a nice person, for the record.
Let's not get in tea.
Oh.
Idiki plak anat e.
Oh. Ako kode jis desu ni.
Dne bizad.
Belagana gesnita.
That's where the third English strain is. Very close to him.
Teta. Aseitota. Dodo ni shita. Dodo
見した。
Yeah, I don't know if it's been in the tapes yet, or if it's in one of the ones I haven't gotten to. But because Code Talker made these parasites, or you know, they've existed forever. But like the new ones that he made, the one language they can't learn is Navajo. So he spoke Navajo for her.
I'll add information to your side ops list as it comes in. You need to locate and secure those kids. I'll try to find out what happened.
Some people call me the space cowboy. This is Speed Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. On station at LC.
No, he's done that before. Like, it's just kind of... I don't think it's ever really explained thoroughly. It's like a side effect of having parasite treatment. Yeah, I think that was part of the cutscene you might have missed when we found Code Talker. Like, when we first met him, we did that. There's that shithead. I'm gonna go again. He'll be back. Okay.
Mission list.
Jeez.
I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
I think
some of the kids we've been keeping here have escaped. We don't know why they ran off, but it may have something to do with Ralph's death.
Now that we've learned that she was the assassin, I think... Oh yes. We can make the outfit she was wearing when she came to assassinate us, which means we can finally give her clothes. It'll be great. But we don't have the money. I do have a cat. I picked up on it. Okay.
Please select a mission.
Another important mission and an important side op. Jeez. We're never gonna get time to catch this bear. Alright, I do know one thing. Oh, it's not there. Weird. Maybe I have to do the bear first. Alright, well, let's do our important mission.
Please select a mission.
Boss, we need
oh,
to get
this
back
one.
A film canister one of our informants hid in the field. He was working under my orders to investigate the extraordinaries that showed up in Cyprus. The man on fire and the floating boy that keeps showing up where they're not welcome. Apparently they were the subjects of some top-secret research conducted by the Kremlin. Unfortunately, that meant our informant drew the attention of the KGB's Directorate S, and they took him out before we could make contact. The good news is he placed a report in a film canister and hid it somewhere in Spookmate Keep. Just before he died, he transmitted VI of the hiding place to us, but the data was cut off partway through. The image is far
Oh, the
from
noise
clear,
suppression specialist
but it
is
might
here.
provide
Excellent.
the clue you need. We'll be analyzing the data further to try to clear it up, but for now, get to Spookmate Keep. The KGB have already dispatched a Spetsnaz squad to retrieve that film canister and cover the whole thing up. Boss, there's no time to waste. Head to Spookmate Keep and use the VI as a clue to find and retrieve that target. Why was Sahelanthropus moved? How are the man on fire and that kid connected to Skullface's plan? If we can just get that report, we can blow it all wide open.
Okay, so the tape does not keep playing if you go to this menu. Alright. I want quiet back.
Deploying.
canister our informant hid in Spookmate Keep before he died. It contains vital information on Skullface's plan. For now, our only clue is the garbled photograph the informant tried to send us before the end. We're working on analyzing the data, but there's no time to wait. A KGB Spetsnaz squad is after the target as well. Boss, go to Spookmate.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Use the VI to lead you to where the film canister
Like that is not a very helpful picture.
The target before the enemy does.
All right, where were we? Oh, we have some stuff on them. Oh, we have questioning Huey too. All right, let's. Oh, this one.
Fine. Yes, Strangelove was doing AI research in that lab.
Why hide that until now?
Okay, so what? I wasn't working alone. You've got to understand. You do understand, right? I didn't want to drag her into this. It's my load to bear, alone.
So you didn't create the AI intended to drive Sahelanthropus.
Where?
It was Strangelove.
Skullface was
Alright, I
never
wanna
in favor of
swing
AI
right.
control. So naturally they argued. Strangelove, she got him angry and he killed her.
How?
Body has infiltrated
You didn't see it?
and the map has been updated.
So you found her inside that pod after the fact. And you just left her body to rot in there. Or perhaps you put her in there afterward.
I asked him not to take her away from me.
So she was killed by Skullface, but you asked nicely, and he put her body in the AI pod for you.
That's right.
Also, that sounds very skeptical.
Pathetic. You know, we have another idea. That you killed her.
Me? I couldn't kill her.
Yes, that
You
corpse was
killed her
Strangelove.
and locked her body in the pod.
I wouldn't. Don't treat me like one of you. I can't just kill anyone whenever I feel like it.
There's some high ground there.
Normal.
Just what you need for recon.
I see. So you just shut her inside and waited.
Boss, get down. The enemy's sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground.
Hit that guy.
That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
She climbed
Or I'll do
inside
it.
that pod and shut the door. It can't be opened from the outside. It was.
What?
Suicide, I said. She
Okay.
killed herself. She got in when I wasn't looking and suffocated. She'd often try to do things like that. By the time I realized and opened the door, she wasn't breathing. I got scared and shut the pod again. I couldn't bring myself to open it back up. That's right. Me? Kill her? What is wrong with you?
I see. Just tell me one more thing.
Haven't you gotten enough today?
Okay, I see it's a painful memory. You don't have to answer, just listen to the question. You see, we examined her remains. She had a scar on her lower abdomen, a surgical scar. It had been stitched up and had fully healed, meaning it was long before her death. She had a child, didn't she? Your child. Where's the kid?
How should I know?
So there
Hit
is
him.
a child.
I've never seen his face.
Oh, I found it.
Take us for.
I think.
They took it all. Even my child. I didn't even know he'd been born.
No, I didn't.
I lost everything.
How old would he be?
It's 4 years since then.
And you know it's a boy.
Strangelove said so.
And his name?
We called him Hal, even though I never saw his face.
Yep. Oh.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh well. marking all those dudes for me, Quiet.
You gotta extract him.
Alright. Are there any left? Oh, there are. Hello, sir. Rise and shine.
Talk.
Alright, another tape. Got 50. Guess I should start from the bottom or the top.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Symptoms of the infection on Mother Bay.
Boss, we fully decrypted the VI data. Now the target's hiding place should be clear as day. Check your iDroid.
It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like the spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on the rise. If we don't find the cause, and soon...
Boss,
So
you
it's...
remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane.
Looks like it's over
You
here,
mean
maybe?
they weaponized parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the
There it is.
Biological Weapons Convention. It's something the world would never see coming.
You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
It may be. But if it is, how do the Yellow Cake and Walker gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
We can't treat anyone until we know the root cause. All we can do right now is halt the spread of infection.
Oh, it's out of the hot zone anyway. Alright, so we'll just leave. Nope, nope, well. Try it again.
Extraction arrived at Mother Bay. Exfiltrated.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy.
A little bit, yeah.
Complete, boss.
Never use your iDroid while driving. Hang on, gotta spray paint this.
Development project has been added.
Oh, I guess I got the guy.
Mission
I
complete.
forgot about that.
Great work.
Man. Boo. The hamburgers of Kazuhiro Miller. Yep.
Boss, I have a quick report for you here. We've discovered a radiation leak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform. It's coming from testing equipment we installed the other day. Members of the medical team have been conducting research there, but we'll evacuate them all from the research block to the containment block next to it. Emmerich.
There's no need to worry. No radioactive material is leaked, so the contamination won't spread. We just need to seal off the testing equipment.
I've dispatched the security team to get the researchers out. I'll keep you updated.
Please select
This shit
a
hasn't
mission.
finished yet? Good God. Surveillance camera. Get these riot seats out of here.
Unit dispatched.
Do another one. Oh wait, shields. Yeah, let's do that.
Unit
Do
dispatched.
another one.
Unit dispatched.
Okay. No
Please
new
select
main
a
missions
mission.
here. But we are missing some children. Oh, and there's another one of these. These are yellow, so we'll do these first. Finda oil field. Alright, so we need to get back to
Please select a landing zone.
the chopper. Oops.
Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after.
So, yeah, I kind of listen to these out of order. Like, there's another tape later on where they know the vector, but this one's before that. So naturally, Miller thinks it's Quiet.
Not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know.
Miller's not convinced.
Something about the mouths of those who become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go.
Ah, I figured there'd be enough time before it ended. I was wrong. But yeah, you got the gist. That sounds ridiculous. Alright, we should be able to make some stuff. Sorry, Quiet. I do want to give you clothes, but I also want to make this. Wait. I thought there was one with an infinite suppressor. Oh, I have to make this one first. Wait, no. What did I just make? Oh, no! I made the wrong... Wait. Oh, I see. This is the armor-piercing one. I did not pick up the noise suppression dude. Shit. Boo.
Development complete.
Oh, awesome. Alright, is there anything else in here I want to make?
Please
I might,
specify
after this stream
project.
is over, which it almost is, go back and do that mission again and find that guy. Anything else cool here before I make Quiet's clothes? Nope. Alright.
Please specify a project.
Wait, why can't... Oh, it's 670? Good God. Never mind. Jeez.
Clouds approaching.
Alright, let's go get these kids.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to Central Africa.
Boo, indeed.
Deploying.
By the time we make these clothes for her, her bond will max out and we won't need to bring her along anymore.
The map has been updated.
Pretty close, I think.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, 98. Like, we should be done, like, after this side up. Oh, this truck is still coming down here. Alright, Oh. Where are you going? Of course, there's a helicopter. Oh, tape. So many.
You mentioned that the man on fire was crushed under Sahelanthropus in its hangar.
Yeah. He was caught under the wheels of its transport platform.
But his body wasn't found.
What?
We searched the area the moment we arrived, but there was no trace of him.
I wasn't hallucinating.
I know. I trust you on that. That means someone must have taken the body. When I got there, everything was still as it was. Even Skullface hadn't been touched. I can't see a reason to sneak into a place like that and drag out the biggest, heaviest guy there.
What are you getting
Oh.
at?
Only
Oh,
option
he's a
left
prisoner.
is he got up and walked away.
That platform ran him over.
Just ran him over.
Boss, you need to find those kids who escaped.
I'm working on it.
Fighting's still the only way of life they know.
Shut up.
If we don't bring them back, they'll just end up getting killed.
That would finish. It seems ridiculous, but I'll start gathering eyewitness accounts just in case.
If you dig up anything concrete, I want to know.
You'll be the first, if I dig anything up. But I hope to hell I don't.
No kidding.
The map has been updated. Enemy crew.
Volgan, the GRU colonel, was burned alive with a Shagohod during Operation Snake Eater 20 years ago. Despite suffering severe burns to his entire body, he still clung to life. After you left Seleniarsk, Volgan's body was taken to a research institute in the outskirts of Moscow. But modern medicine couldn't explain why he was still alive. Not that the colonel was any ordinary man to begin with. That constant electric current he had running through his body that he could unleash at will.
That was pretty fucked up.
I was always uncomfortable around him. Thought I might get electrocuted just by standing nearby. The institute studying him was tasked with
Subject on board.
Shut up,
Leave the
Kaz.
rest to us.
abilities. The comatose Volgan was used to further the Soviet Union's research into such abilities. But not long ago, the facility burned to the ground, and Volgan's body was never found among the rubble, even though the fire started in the room where they were keeping him. This occurred at around the same time you woke up. If Skullface was right, and a thirst for revenge can turn a man into a demon and keep the dead alive, then this man on fire who's been coming after us ever since you woke up, well, that just might be what's left of our old friend Volgan. It's not over yet. Back in '64, in Seleniarsk, you brought his plans for a utopia down in flames. That grudge is what's keeping him alive.
That makes sense.
The day the research facility holding Volgan burned down, a Soviet jumbo passenger jet happened to crash nearby, far away to the north of that hospital in Cyprus. On board the plane was a young boy who was being studied at the same facility. The plane fell to Earth from over 8,000 feet, but the boy's body was the only one not recovered. At almost exactly the same time as the crash, Volgan awoke in that facility. According to the Research Institute's documents, the gifts this boy demonstrated included psychokinesis and telepathy. To protect his mind from being inundated with other people's thoughts, he always wore a kind of gas mask. A rudimentary form of psychic insulation, apparently. We don't know where this boy is, but if Skullface is connected to him, we may cross paths with him yet. This boy
Does that sound
born in a
familiar?
new age where nothing we understand about the world makes sense anymore. Don't let your guard down. Code Talker, haven't seen you eat a single thing since you got here. Let me guess. Photosynthesis?
Oh? What makes you say that?
Well, a long time ago, I knew someone with a similar ability.
Well, you are correct. Most of my body is covered with parasites. I supply them with water, and in return...
Okay, subject is in.
Oh, his failed. Why? Oh, we hit that.
It isn't just my skin either. The parasites also act as my eyes. They have replaced many of my internal organs as well. It is due to them that I live on after over a century.
How did you obtain them anyway? Through your research?
I would like to say as much.
Oh, I shouldn't do this.
But there
I should
is
just
more
leave.
to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years. I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA.
Later, dudes.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright. We still don't have enough to make her clothes. Jeez.
Please select a mission.
Alright, we get another kid, and then we might be about done here for tonight. Wow. Okay, we can land over here. He's in the fucking house? Jesus. Why, are you at 100 yet? No? We really want ED for this.
Deploying.
Excuse me. I can't believe it doesn't remember the one I was listening to. It's so frustrating.
Code Talker. Haven't seen you. Research?
I would like to say as much, but there is more to it than that. Let me take you back 20 years. I had hit a dead end with my parasite research. Then I was approached by a foundation. They said they had a sample of an unusual strain of parasite.
Which foundation?
Apparently, they had links to ARPA. But that is all I learned. I was somewhat ignorant of the ways of the world. Just being able to study it was enough for me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Go on.
Half in doubt, I visited...
I really not... Get up here.
...discovered the body of an old man.
He did. Come on.
To be precise, his partial remains. A collection of parts, you could say. The man had died in an explosion.
An old man, you say?
His flesh had not decomposed. In fact, the tissue's cells were still metabolizing. The parasite had infected, or should I say assimilated with, the tissues, and was keeping them alive. I became obsessed
a little bit
with studying the body parts, foregoing food and even sleep. Every day was filled with new discoveries. The parasite's biology, internal anatomy, life cycle. But there was only so much I could learn through observation.
So I became one.
I made a decision to truly know the parasites. I had to live with them.
According to the intel team, the escaped kids should be around here. Locate and secure them.
Correct. It was quite a gamble, whether or not they would adapt to me. But fortunately,
Enemy presence.
it appears I was compatible with them. Or perhaps, through my many years of research, my immune system learned to tolerate them.
Were they that body's only parasite?
Yes. However, there was a separate specimen that supplied its host with adrenaline in response to pain. And yet another that could control insects at will through secreting heterogeneous pheromones. I wanted exposure to them, to take them into me. But my wishes were denied. Their records, though, provided clues that helped advance my research. Would you care to join me? A life spent never worrying about food is a most wonderful one.
I think I'll pass. But thanks.
I'm good.
This has been helpful.
Clouds approaching.
What horrible things you had to say today. Oh,
The
but the
one
skulls.
that covers the parasite that lives on the surface of the skull's bodies is what gives them
Yeah.
power. Similar to
You want to ruin all the magic of the Cobra unit. Here's your tapes.
I modified the parasites I isolated from the body of that old man, differentiating them.
Because of course they're talking about
abilities.
the pain.
One that can blend perfectly into its surroundings by exposing the pigments in its cells at will. Another that, by harboring multiple species of metallic archaea, can oxidize and reduce metal. Isolating the one that covers and transplanting it into an artificial medium should provide the same abilities as the skulls.
I can't get a good angle on both of them.
Within a human body.
Also, these dudes are coming back and
Once
leaving.
transplanted into the medium.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They will eventually die. Another thing, the weakness of the one that
He's like
covers
on
is
upper floor?
desiccation. Their surface moisture loss is greater than ours. The reason they give off mist is to alleviate this.
Oh, these guys are gonna drive off again.
Releasing
That's
the
good.
salts inside them as microparticles. Water vapor condenses around them.
This could all
appearing
totally
as
happen.
mist.
Oops,
But
I
this
accidentally
dries
hit
out
right
the
trigger.
atmosphere until they cannot even produce
Alright, y'all
mist.
leave. Thanks, appreciate it.
Once their supply of water from the host runs out, the parasites are in danger. They, along with their host,
God, I cannot get an angle on both of you. This is so frustrating.
However, a similar effect
Well,
occurs
what if
they
I just
come into
do it the
contact
dumb
with a
way
large
instead?
amount of water. Rain, for instance, the one that covers will temporarily abandon other processes in its eagerness to absorb the water. If the horn
What is that?
make the weather your ally.
What could that have been? Found landmine. You coming down here, buddy? Oh boy. This is gonna be really awkward. Oh, thank God. Oh, fucking shit. Quick, quick, quick.
He's coming too. Roger that.
There's 3 of them. I would send Edie after him, but there are 3 of them. God damn it. Go to sleep, idiots. Oh, they are not interested. That's annoying. Oh, there we go. What? No, fucking stop moving your stupid head. God damn it. Alright. Yep.
Will rise momentarily.
Alright. Y'all are all coming with me. God, look at all those dudes.
You gotta extract him.
Oh, can I get up this way? Hello, sir.
He's coming too.
In the head.
Roger that.
What? How are you still awake? Fucking stop moving your stupid head. There, Jesus. What a pain. Yeah, oh my god! Oh, that truck came back too? Nonsense. What makes you think that? Is there a way in from back here?
You gotta extract him.
Yeah, I gotta find another tape here. Don't have all day.
There's something I've been wondering. Why are you called Code Talker? During World War II, the U.S. military used
like
the
10?
languages of different tribes,
Actually
including
10.
Navajo, as codes, right?
Maybe 9.
I know the term Code
Yeah, it's
Talker
9.
was
Still,
used to
too
mean
many.
people sent to the battlefield to speak in those codes. Were you one of them?
Fucking...
Our mother tongue was indeed used for war. But I did not go. I was already over the conscription age. However, I was made to help craft the codes that were spoken. So in a wider sense, you could call me a code talker for that. Navajo is a complex language, and virtually no one outside the U.S. speaks it. They must have thought it was the perfect language to use as a code.
Yeah, in the end, the Japanese never cracked it. The cipher is king in information warfare.
Of course, they didn't simply speak in Navajo.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
According to a code book. And then
Weird.
we translated those into our language. Young Diné was sent to the front lines of the Pacific Theater as code talkers. To fight is an honor for the Diné.
This door's
They
barred.
were
He's not
the
gonna come out
pride
here.
of our people. But I cannot say this history brings me joy.
Decoy.
Words are alive. When they are spoken, life is breathed into them. They become
Maybe he's
a
gotta
part
come
of
out
the
here.
listener. Our words were transformed into lifeless ciphers.
Oh yeah,
and
come on.
used for war. This,
Right out here. You
after the
idiot.
Black Ana spent generations suppressing the language.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess we shouldn't be calling you Code Talker, huh?
No, I do not mind. The reason Skullface called me Code Talker was because I also am responsible for coding language into the vocal cord parasites. I am the same as those young warriors, used for a cipher's sake. I must never forget that. The name, Code Talker, is a lesson carved into my being.
You said Skullface ordered you to weaponize the vocal cord parasites. But you also said he wasn't the reason.
And he wasn't. I was seduced by the parasites.
Clearly.
That is a fact.
How? You mean from your curiosity as a scientist?
That I cannot deny. But there is more to it. The story
I forgot to
goes
equip the
back
hand
to
Jehudi.
the
Damn.
19th century. To my earliest memory. One day, a man from the government visited our Hogan, our home. I cried as he yanked me from my mother's arms and took me away to an Indian boarding school. From that day forward, I became George. This was the name my teacher gave me. I was forced to give up my Diné name. Forbidden from speaking.
He's coming too. Roger that.
If we dared utter a word of filthy Navajo, The teaching made us eat a bar of soap.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was the U.S. government's education policy for Native Americans.
Oh God.
We raised our
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
people. Their education was tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Over time, the overt persecution of our language stopped. But to this day, it continues to be eaten away by the lingua franca, that is English. Many of the Diné outside the reservations can speak nothing else.
Suppressor's out.
And it isn't just our language. Across the world, minority languages are being destroyed by dominant languages. Many are on the verge of extinction.
A whole lot of trouble they put us through. Making me worry like that.
Minority languages needed
I found
some
it.
sort of deterrent against dominant languages. In order that their peoples and cultures would survive. It was then
Oh, I found a new
that I came
suppressor.
across
Amazing.
literature at the foundation,
I was just prepared to just
claiming that
make
man
noise.
acquired language thanks to a type of parasite, one that distinguishes between languages as a precursor to reproduction. If I could just resurrect it, make it more pathogenic, I would have my deterrent against English. But I failed to
A
hide
deterrent
that
against
from
English.
He noticed. Yes, I wanted to retaliate against the English language. Though never did I intend to actually use it as he planned. You know how the story ends. I was forced to study how to make the parasites compatible with all the world's languages.
Yep.
All but English.
However, he in fact secretly isolated an English strain.
I will not be held prisoner by the man's phantom. The English strain must not be allowed to exist either.
What number are you? 10 of are you? Alright. Hi, GD. Holding you. And holding you. Okay.
You gonna extract him? Boss, about the kids. It appears there's a movement among them to organize against us.
Oh, good.
I can think of only one person who'd be behind that. I'll continue to look into it.
Arrived at Mother Base. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Oh, geez, this is a lot. Alright, we can save these for later.
Skullface has finally burned out. The world is rid of his existence at last. Was he
But that's
still alive?
ridiculous.
You could say that. But you could also say he'd been dead for decades.
What's that supposed to mean?
Biologically speaking, it's hard to say how much was his life.
Side effects from the treatment?
No, the primary effect. Keeping a dying host alive as long as possible. That is the whole point. But in the end, he grew too dependent on his
Should have
children.
taken my shot. Hesitated.
As if he had any other way to keep on living. He first underwent
Fucking sit
parasite
still.
therapy before the Soviet Union became his home.
Alright.
His body was horribly burned. Fire washed across his thin young frame and stole his skin and his throat, even his lungs. Only through repeated therapies could the parasites keep him alive. Most of his life became something the parasites gave to him.
And then he lost the ability to die.
That is correct. The parasites live on past the host's death.
He's coming too. Roger that.
At that stage, there is no way to extract them from the host cells. There is no way of knowing when the last cell of Skullface's body would die. The only choice was to burn the whole thing. And his children, along with it. and I am one to talk. When my life is snuffed out, I expect you to treat my body the same way. And when I burn, I will truly be one of my children for the first time.
Parasites, huh?
You say there were 3 English vocal parasites.
Gaining altitude.
Yeah, that'll probably do it for tonight's stream. Parasites.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Who knows? We have another yellow side op to do? Oh, there might be another kid. Oh, 3 more. Okay. Alright, let's start developing Quiet's clothes, I think is what I want to do.
Please specify a project.
Make sure there's nothing else here that I care about. Yeah, I don't think there is. I do kind of want that. But yeah, honestly, she's so close to maxing out.
Please specify a project.
No, let's go for it. Okay.
Please
yeah, these are all
select a mission.
in progress. This one is probably going to be over in 7 minutes. I bet it fails. But yeah, for now, we are done. We accomplished a lot. I don't think Chapter 2 is going to take very long. Well, I guess if I want to play all the tapes and stuff and do, like, just random side ops for a bit, I could pad it out a little bit. But we are cooking. And there are some really interesting tapes to listen to. So, probably want to do that. But for tonight, we are done. And I do not need to do Saturday streams anymore, because I finished Chapter 1 ahead of schedule. So, the next one will be Sunday. Thanks for watching, and good night.